teacher.
Hello, Ian. Were you sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, right. I hope that you don't feel tired after this. I mean, I don't feel. I hope that you don't feel tired before the class because on Saturdays we start class around 2 p.m. and it means that you don't have enough time to take a nap, right?
Yes.
Okay, right. So next week, like or in the beginning of March, you will have your university classes, right?
Yes.
Right, so if anything happen that affect our schedule, you can tell me, right? Nếu như mà có chuyện gì đã xảy ra mà ảnh hưởng đến cái lịch học của mình thì cứ nói cho cô nhé. Right, so we can arrange.
Thứ bảy tuần sau thì em có lịch thi.
Oh, next Saturday at 2 p.m. or at what time?
Em muốn chuyển lên 3 giờ học.
Right, 3 p.m. is not possible for me, but 4 p.m. is okay. 4 p.m. is okay. Right, because
Yes.
3 p.m. I have another class, so 4 p.m. is okay. Right, so next week, right, next week is 4 p.m. Please remind me in Zoom, in Zalo, because sometimes I may forget because I have too many classes on my hands.
Yes.
Right, thank you. Okay, so how is the weather right now? What is the weather like in Hanoi right now?
It's cold and very wet.
Oh, cold and wet. Or you can say cold and very humid. Humid nó no. Humid is more for the south. Humid nó là cái kiểu mà ẩm ướt ấy. Theo cái kiểu mà ẩm theo cái kiểu mà dạng rừng rậm nhiệt đới vậy thì có đang gọi là humid, đó là ẩm. Còn cái wet thì nó sẽ có nghĩa là sẽ hợp với miền Bắc hơn. And yes, you use the right word. So, what is the temperature like? What is the temperature right now?
It's around 80.
18. Wow,
Yes.
that's really nice. 18 is really nice. I wish we had that kind of temperature right now.
But it's wet in the house. Nó đọng nước ở trong nhà.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So even if it's not raining, there's still water in the house.
Yeah. Có mưa phùn và kiểu hiện tượng nồm ấy.
Ok, cô chưa trải nghiệm cái hiện tượng nồm. Cô có thể là cô trải nghiệm rồi nhưng mà cô chẳng nhớ cái cảm giác nồm như thế nào ở trong đây lâu quá rồi.
Kiểu nhà nó ẩm ướt xong rồi hôi ấy.
Okay, so the house become very humid and it is very uncomfortable for you, huh?
Yes, I
Uh,
really hate spring in the south, in the north.
oh, really? You really hate spring in the north? Okay, wow. Like, okay, so quick guess. Can you guess what is the temperature right now in the south?
I think 30.
30 is nearly correct. It is 34 right now, currently 34 degree. Right, so I know that it is not as bad as the summer in the north, right? It is not as bad as the summer in the north, but it's still very hot right now. I mean, if you live in Saigon, especially Ho Chi Minh City, like the central part of Ho Chi Minh City, you can feel the hot, like the heat and the humidity of summer in March because we don't plant much. We don't plant many trees in Saigon. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, because we don't plant many trees in Saigon, this kind of weather is killing me right now. Right. Okay, so but it's still great that you're still having cold weather, like very chilly weather. It's kind of nice actually. And yeah, compared to the hot weather right now in the south, I would prefer to have that kind of cool weather.
Now if you have the chance to try, you may hate it.
Oh, I might hate it. Okay, right. I will remember that. I will remember that. Okay. Right, thank you for telling me the story of spring in the north. So how long is spring in the north? How long is the spring in the north? Right, until which month?
Until the April.
Until April, until April. Ah,
Yes.
okay. So when April comes, the weather become warmer and it is less humid, right? Nó ít ẩm ướt hơn đúng không? It is less humid. Okay,
Yes.
so do you like the weather between spring and summer? Do you like the weather between spring and summer? Và cái thời khắc giao mùa giữa xuân và hè, do you like it?
It's cold. It's cool and less humid.
It's cute and less humid. I like it. Right, but be careful of the summer. So since you have lived in the north for so long, how can you describe the summer of the north?
It's scorching hot.
Scorching hot. Nice word, nice word. I like it. Scorching hot. Right, around 40 degrees, right? Around 40 degrees.
Yes. I we spend all day in the air conditioner.
Okay, we've spent all day inside under the air conditioner, right? So I can imagine that if you don't have an air conditioner in the north, you will feel like the scorching hot of like the scorching hot of the summer will make you feel very uncomfortable and unlivable, like you are
Yes.
unable to live in the north during summer. Right, I see. Right, thank you so much for telling me. So, so on hot days of summer, what would you do? Like besides staying inside under air conditioner?
Um, in the uh, in the afternoon, at around 6 p.m., I will go outside and go for a walk.
Go for a walk. Okay, so you will go for a walk like around 6 p.m. during summer nights. Okay, that sounds relaxing. I like it. Right. Wow. All right. Life in the north, like experiencing different seasons might be very interesting, but sometimes it can be difficult. It can be difficult for people like me. Right. But I still want to try it and enjoy the cold weather of the winter and of spring. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So we still have one more task in the listening practice we forgot to discuss about, but I think we can spend some time on discussing this problem. Decide which of these topics is most likely to cause arguments in your family and why. Okay. So imagine your family having these kinds of problems, right? So can you tell me which is the most likely to cause argument? Rồi, bây giờ đây sẽ là một cái danh sách những cái việc mà có thể gây ra tranh cãi trong nhiều gia đình. Nhưng mà đối với gia đình của mình thì việc nào sẽ gây tranh cãi nhiều nhất?
I think too much time spent on social media and games.
Okay, right. So, well, when this happened, there will be an argument between you and your parents, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
My parents complain it very much.
Complain about it very much. Yeah, complain about you spending too much time on social media and games, right? So who like between you and your brother, who is usually yelled at more? Who usually got more complaint? Who usually get more complaints?
I think both.
Both, really? Well, like both of you have the same amount of complaints from your parents?
Yes.
Okay, so what will you and your brother do when you get complaints from your parents?
Không biết diễn đạt tiếng Anh.
Right, can you try and say it in Vietnamese? I will help you in English.
Cảm thấy khó chịu và sẽ cãi lại bố mẹ.
Ok. Vậy thì mình có hai chữ. Đầu tiên đó là feel annoyed, đúng không? Đó là cảm thấy khó chịu. Yeah, we will feel very annoyed. And cái này đó là talk back, cãi lại, đúng không? Talk back. Right, talk back at my parents. Right. Talk back at my parents. Can you say that? We will feel very annoyed and we will try to talk back at our parents.
We will feel very annoyed and we will talk back at my parents.
Okay, right. Thank you. Right. Okay. So wait, one more time. Right. Okay. So if you talk back at your parents, will the conversation stop, or will the argument stop, or will the argument get more serious?
Yes.
It gets more serious.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, wow, thank you to share, thank you for sharing. Right, so I see that this is the most common problems between family members nowadays, between parents and children, right? My parents also complain a lot about me spending too much time on social media and games, but like when you get older, you have your own private space, you have your private space, có cái không gian riêng tư của mình đó, right? Parents will complain less and less, will complain less and less, right? So when you move to university dorm, no one will complain about it anymore, right? No one will complain about it anymore. And in the future, they will understand that you need your private space, right? They won't try to complain anymore. It's your life, you choose to spend time on social media, it's okay, right?
Yes.
But you should you should have a how do you say, a clear time on when you should use social media or not. Okay, for example, in my experience, I'm kind of old right now, but I still really like to use social media whenever I can, and especially when it is lunch or dinner time. So when lunch and dinner time comes, I have to come down to help my parents prepare the meals, right? Right. So if I both prepare, if I try to prepare the meals and play social media at the same time, my parents will definitely complain, right? Because that means I'm not paying attention to cooking, and if I'm not paying attention to cooking, I'm not showing enough gratitude. Nó không có kiểu không có chuyên tâm, toàn tâm vào cái công việc, thì cái hiệu quả của công việc nó sẽ đi xuống, something like that, right? So if you are spending time with your family, or if you're doing something with your family and friends, try to not touch the cell phone at that time, okay?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what else would be able to cause an argument in your family? What else would be able to cause an argument in your family?
Doing chores.
Oh, doing chores, really? Doing chores. So can you tell me the details? What exactly about doing chores that cause arguments in your family?
My brother and me often cause argument in this.
Okay, have argument, cause argument là gây ra tranh cãi, tức là một cái gì đó nó là cái nguyên nhân nó gây ra cuộc cãi vã. Còn nếu như mà bản thân mình và em trai kiểu như là cự cãi về cái vấn đề này thì phải là have an argument hoặc là have arguments nha em nha. Right, can you say
Yes.
that again? My brother and I often have arguments about this.
My brother and I often had an argument in this.
Okay, often have arguments in this. So are the arguments like you don't want to do this and he doesn't want to do that? Like there are some things that you don't want to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so which chores don't you want to do? Which chores don't you want to do?
Washing dishes.
Washing dishes. No, dishes, washing dishes.
Washing dishes.
Okay, so what about your brother? Which chores don't he want to do? Doesn't he want to do? Sorry.
The same.
The same. Okay, so both of you don't want to wash the dishes.
Yes.
Okay, so right? So when that happened, like after you share a meal with your family, and both of you don't want to do the dishes, then who will step up and do it? Who will finally do it?
Me.
Usually you, right? Usually you.
Yes.
Okay, so if you already do the dishes, then will you tell your brother to do something else?
Yes. He will. He tidy the meal.
Okay, gọi như là clean the table, right? Clean the table, right? Okay, like get how sao ta? Put the dirty dishes into the the sink, đúng không? Bỏ những cái bát đĩa dơ vào cái bồn. Okay, right, good job. But I think that you should like share the workload together, meaning that if you do the dishes today, then next time your brother, you should do it, right?
Yes.
Right? Or if it can be something like this. I usually am the one who cooks lunch and dinner, right? So if I cook the lunch and dinner, my brother will have to wash the dishes, and it is a silent agreement. Silent agreement, thỏa thuận ngầm, right? Thỏa thuận ngầm. Right, so he saw that I already cooked the meal, so yeah, he has to help with the chores, and he will silently wash the dishes.
Yes.
Right, okay, so do you and your family have you and your family ever had arguments about your brother and your schoolwork?
Yes, my brother
Oh,
often
um,
my brother.
okay, my brother often get scolded, đúng không? Cái này là bị mắng này, scolded là bị mắng. My brother often gets scolded, right? Again, my brother often gets scolded. Okay, I see it sometimes happen. It happens all the time with the family members, right? I also remember a time when I get scolded, when I got scolded because of my bad score on chemistry. Bad score on
Yeah.
chemistry, yeah. So how about staying out late? Have you ever stayed out too late that you and your parents had an argument?
I think once.
Only once. Okay, so how late was it? What time did you stay out?
10 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, 10 o'clock in the evening. So like you went out and you didn't return. You didn't come back home after 10, right? You didn't come home after 10. Vậy như là
Yes.
quá 10 giờ rồi mà vẫn chưa về. So your parents got mad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Right. So have you and your parents had an argument about what to watch on TV?
No, my parents often uh, uh, use use their phone, and they rarely watch TV.
Okay, your parents often use their phone and rarely watch TV. Very good, right? So this actually happened to me a long time ago, like before internet became famous. Before internet became famous in Vietnam, we usually watch TV together, right? But at some times, if our family didn't watch at one moment, if our family didn't watch TV together, I usually was the one that watch TV alone, and they complain about whatever I watch on TV because right, it was too childish, kiểu như toàn xem phim hoạt hình đâu mà, cho nên là cảm thấy coi như cái đó nó không có bổ ích đó. Right, they try to tell me to watch like educational program like thế giới động vật hay là tìm hiểu khoa học, something like that, but I don't but I didn't like that kind of programs. I just like to watch cartoons. So yeah, they did complain about it to me.
Yes.
Right. Okay, thank you so much. Right, so now we officially finished lesson 1C about listening, and in this lesson we talked about family tensions. We learned a lot of vocabulary, right? You still remember most of them, and I'm very glad that you did. Okay, right, so in the next part we're going to look at number 4, that is about reading. Right, so let's see what unit 1 reading will bring to us. Right. Welcome to the reading lesson of unit 1. Right, the topic for this reading will be about adolescence. Right, adolescent là cái độ tuổi mà người Việt Nam mình gọi đó là tuổi dậy thì, like adolescent, tuổi dậy thì. Right, so in your experience, what will happen in adolescence? Many things.
Thường xuyên kiểu cáu gắt và cãi bố mẹ.
Thường right. What else? What else?
Xấu nào?
Right. You mean that you often get angry, right? You often get angry, right? And you rarely want to spend time with your family, and you just want to hang out with your friends more. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. And you start to have some kind of interest that you don't want your family to know about.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So so if you have that kind of interest that you don't want your parents to know about, what is it? Can you share with me?
About
Is that idols?
Ví dụ thôi chứ không phải là em.
Ví dụ thôi hả? Okay, thank you. Right, because I thought that it was real. I thought that it was real. So if it's not your story, it's okay not to share. It's okay. You don't need to share. Because yes. In my adolescent, wait, I will need to check the pronunciation again because I think I pronounced it wrong. Adolescent. Okay, adolescent. Sorry, adolescent. Cô nhấn lộn. Adolescent. Nhấn vào đây cho cô nha. Đọc lại được không Yến? Adolescent.
Adolescent.
That's right. So in my adolescent years, but I did have an interest that I don't want my parents to know about because I thought it would be very embarrassing, and I thought that my parents would ban me, like would forbid me from liking it. So at the age of 14 or 15, I really like Japanese anime and Japanese idols. But right, I know that my parents like think really badly about them. it's not really badly, but my parents were like, why do you even like them? What's so interesting about them that you like them so much? See, and that is why I don't want my parents to know more about that. I never talk to them about my interest. Right.
Yes.
Right. So in short, adolescence is the how do you say? It's the age group from 13 to 17 where you are becoming a teenager and you start to change mentally and physically, right? You're starting to change mentally and physically. And in this lesson, we're going to learn deeply about this, about this age group. Sorry. Right, here we have a pair of and I forgot có một cặp từ trái nghĩa ở đây. First, freedom. Can you say it? Freedom.
Freedom.
Right, privacy.
Privacy.
Okay, you know about these two words, right?
Yes.
Okay, so freedom and privacy, how are they related to adolescence? Nó liên quan đến cái tuổi dậy thì như thế nào nhỉ? How are they related to adolescence? Do you understand?
Yes. Privacy is the adolescent often want to private and the freedom to their choice.
Ok, rồi cái câu mà Yến nói là chưa có đúng ngữ pháp lắm nè. Mình có thể nói là teenager là nó đúng nè. Đó là teenager. Teenager là các bạn ở độ tuổi mà độ tuổi teen đó, từ 13 to 17, nó cũng giống như là adolescent đó. Right, so teenager often wants to have more freedom, right, and privacy, right, when they, right. Can you say that again? Teenagers often want to have more freedom and privacy.
Teenager often wants to have more freedom and privacy.
Rồi cái này là teenagers. Can you say that again? Teenagers.
Teenagers.
That's right. Teenagers often want to have more freedom and privacy. Okay, so can you answer me? In your adolescence year, did you want to have more freedom and privacy?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
yes. Okay,
I
continue.
have more private thing to do.
You get more private things to do, right? And you, how do I say that? Like you feel very you feel very uncomfortable if your parents like keep watching everything you do, right? Keep watching everything you do. That's why you need privacy at this age. Right. Interest and decision. You already know these two words, right?
Yes.
Right. So can you read them aloud for me? The first word.
Interest.
And next.
Decision.
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 That's right. Decision. Good job. Right. So do you think that teenagers often make good or bad decisions?
Mostly bad.
Most of them are bad decisions, right? Okay, so can you name, can you give me an example of a bad decision that teenagers can make?
They leave home after talking back at parents.
Good
Um,
one, good one.
uh, become bad person.
Become a bad person, right? Very good. You know a lot about the society right now. Yes, and most of the time, most of the time, when there is a news about someone like someone missing, right? Nếu như mà có tin ai đó bị mất tích, that is usually the news about a teenagers that just left home because of an argument with his or her parents, right?
Yes.
And if you actually read the analysis, nếu như mà mình đọc những cái bài mà gọi là sao, cái bài phân tích đấy, những cái bài phân tích về cái crime rate, if you read the analysis of crime rate, tình trạng tội phạm, right, if you read the analysis of crime rate, right, in recent year, right, you will notice that the age group of crime, the age group of crime is starting to decline, tức là cái nhóm tuổi mà nhóm tuổi mà tội phạm nó bắt đầu giảm xuống, tức là sao, tức là bây giờ các bạn trẻ thì thường phạm tội nhiều hơn. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. The age of starting doing crimes is actually declining. Like many years ago, people start to do crime at around 18 or 19 years old. That is considered very soon. But now people actually start doing crime at the age of 14 or 15, and that is very alarming.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Next word, opinion. Can you say it? That's right. Good. Physical.
Physical.
Okay, opinion and physical. Right. So right, during the adolescent years, right, many teenagers usually get physical with a person because of different opinions. Rồi, cô sẽ ghi cái câu này đó nhé. During their adolescent year. Right? Many people tend to get physical with other people because of different opinion. Right? How do you understand this sentence?
Tiếng Việt à?
Đúng rồi, tiếng Việt.
Trong suốt quá trình vị thành niên thì rất nhiều người có xu hướng là sẽ
cái physical này đọc là contact with a person body, contact with a person body, tức là ví dụ như là tay bên phải của cô mà đụng vào tay bên trái thì đó là physical, đúng không?
đánh nhau.
Đúng rồi, chính xác. Get physical là một cái từ khác của chữ fight đó. Rồi.
Yeah. Đánh nhau với người khác bởi vì những cái ý kiến khác nhau.
Đúng rồi, chính xác. Right. Do you agree with this opinion? Do you agree
Yes.
with this statement? Yes, that is right. And I think that it is happening more commonly in high school and secondary school right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My high school often happen
You should say it often happened at my high school, đúng không?
Yeah.
It often happened in your high school, right? So right, it is usually the 12th grade or the 10th grade that start fighting. Is it the 10th grade or 12th grade that start fighting?
No. Mm,
Like any grade,
11,
any
11 grade often.
Oh, 11th
Often.
grade.
Yes.
11th grade often fight. Okay. Right. So it's because my predictions were wrong. I mean that I thought that 10th grade and 12th grade have a higher chance to fight because those are the time that they start learning at a new school. They meet new people, and they might don't get along with new people, right? So they can get physical. And for 12th graders, they are often under stress before the university exam. So they tend to get very aggressive. That is why. Okay, I understand now. Right.
Yeah.
So one lesson for you is that if you have different opinions with someone, try to be calm, right? And do not get physical with them because it's going to be a lot more difficult if you are grown adults.
Yes.
Right. Emotional. Can you say that? Emotional.
Emotional.
Right. And this word here, adolescent, là hồi nãy mình đọc rồi ha, adolescence. Right.
And the last.
That's right. Good job. So, do you think that like teenagers tend to be more emotional than any other age group?
Yes.
Okay. So, what can make them become emotional? Mình cũng suy nghĩ thoải mái thôi. Có phải là ở cái độ tuổi này thì các bạn nên bắt đầu là nhận ra được cái áp lực từ phía gia đình và nhà trường, đúng không? Độ tuổi này là
Yeah.
các bạn sẽ bắt đầu nhận ra được cái áp lực nè. Đó là thứ nhất. Rồi còn cái thứ hai nữa là lúc này giống như kiểu mà giải thích khoa học là kiểu dậy thì rồi nó không kiểm soát được cảm xúc, đơn giản là vậy thôi.
Yes.
Right. Okay. You can say that because they are under a lot of pressure from school and family, so they can get emotional. Right. Okay.
Under pressure of school and parents.
That's right.
They
Under pressure of school and parents, right? What else?
they start to get emotional.
That's right. They start to get emotional. Good job. Right. It happened to me also. It also happened to me.
Okay.
Right. Rồi một cặp từ trái nghĩa. We have dependent and independent. Right.
Dependent.
And
independent.
Okay, good. Dependent and independent. So teenagers often want to become independent, but the truth is they are still dependent of their parents, right?
Yes.
Đúng không? Kiểu như mấy bạn muốn tỏ ra là mình độc lập lắm, mình kiểu như là mình có thể tự làm mọi thứ không cần ba mẹ, nhưng thực tế thì các bạn vẫn rất là cần. Right. Yeah. Bởi vì cái việc mà các bạn cần có bố mẹ cho nên là các bạn dễ kiểu như là xảy ra mâu thuẫn lắm, độ tuổi này xảy ra mâu thuẫn rất là nhiều. Right. Okay. Next two word, handle and conflict. Can you say the first one? Handle.
Handle.
Okay. So what do you understand about the word handle?
Kiểu đối mặt.
Okay. It is the same as to deal with là giải quyết, đúng không? Đối mặt, deal with. Right. Okay. And how about conflict? Can you say it?
Conflict.
Conflict có âm t ở cuối, conflict.
Conflict.
Okay, thank you. So what do you understand about conflict?
Xung đột.
Xung đột, mâu thuẫn. Cái này nó là nghĩa chính xác nhất của nó luôn, xung đột, mâu thuẫn. Vậy thì bây giờ nếu mà mình bảo là có cái argument thì argument với conflict cái nào nó sẽ nặng hơn?
Conflict.
Cô lại nghĩ là cái argument nó sẽ nặng hơn, chứ argument kiểu như là cãi nhau, mà cãi nhau to luôn đấy. Còn cái conflict là mâu thuẫn, mà mâu thuẫn thì chưa chắc đã dẫn đến cãi nhau, chỉ có thể là bất đồng quan điểm thôi, được chưa?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cái arguments nó còn có một nghĩa nữa, đó là tranh luận, nhưng mà tranh luận này thì thường dùng trong các cái trường hợp mà biện luận đấy. Right. Right. Okay. Next we have these two words is kind of difficult to explain right here, but this one is easy. Boundary.
Boundary.
Okay, boundary. Boundary, you can imagine that is the same as the word limit here, right? Limit, tức là limit thì ví dụ như là limit là sao ta? Ví dụ như một cái bình nước như vậy, đúng không? Một cái bình nước như vậy mình không thể đổ đầy hơn đến mức này được, bởi vì cái phần phía trên này đã là cái giới hạn của cái bình này rồi, đúng không? That is the limit. Right.
Yes.
Còn cái boundary thì nó trừu tượng hơn, nó cũng là giới hạn, nhưng mà kiểu như là giới hạn về mặt cảm xúc hay là giới hạn về mặt năng lực gì đó, thì đó là boundary. Được chưa?
Yeah.
Rồi, đó là cũng là cái giới hạn luôn. Vậy thì giới hạn giữa limit và boundary đang cùng nghĩa tiếng Việt, nhưng mà khi mà giải thích ra thì mình thấy nó khác nhau, đúng không?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Critical. Can you say it? Critical.
Critical.
Right. So have you ever seen this word?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. Okay, a lot. So what does it mean?
Kiểu phê bình.
Phê bình, chỉ trích. Right. I thought you never saw it, but now you already knew it. Right. No more job for me. Boundary là giới hạn và critical là chỉ trích. Right.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, teenagers tend to be criticized by other, or do they criticize other more? Right. Teenagers tend to criticize others, or do they criticize others more? Từ từ.
I think both.
You think both? Okay, both can happen and at the same level, right? Nếu như mà mình
Yes.
muốn nói là cái kiểu như là cái đó nó ở mức bằng nhau thì mình có thể nói đơn giản đâu, I think 50-50. I think it is 50-50, 50-50, hoặc là I think it can happen at the both can happen at the same level. Nói như vậy cho nó hay nhé, Yến nhé. I think both can happen
Yes.
at the same level. Right, good job. Đúng rồi. Kiểu như cái độ tuổi này kiểu như là thường bị những cái độ tuổi khác chỉ trích là kiểu trẻ trâu hay điều đó, đúng không? Right, they tend to be criticized by others. Right, also they tend to criticize other a lot. Right, good job. Right. Okay, so now we come back to the part to the topic about arguing with your parents. Right, so bedtime clothes, going out with friends, homework, housework, staying up late, using computer or tablet. Right, so we already talked about this in the last exercise, right? Mình cũng đã nói về cái vấn đề này ở cái bài trước rồi, bây giờ lặp lại thì hơi nhàm chán cho nên chi qua luôn nha.
Yes.
Right, okay, we have 5 minutes left before we end our class. Rồi mình sẽ có 5 phút để mình làm cái bài này. Thì chắc mình có 5 phút, nhưng mà 5 phút thì chắc là không làm hết đâu. Okay, read the text quickly, ignoring the gap to choose the best summary of the text A, B or C. Rồi, tức là cái nhiệm vụ đầu tiên mình cần phải làm đó là mình phải đọc cái bài này thật nhanh. Sau đó là chọn 3 đáp án A, B or C để chọn ra cái tiêu đề mà nó kiểu như là nội dung tóm tắt được các cái đoạn này hết, được chưa? Mà không cần phải chú ý đến cái đoạn cần điền này là gì cả. Được chưa?
Yes.
Ok. Rồi, bây giờ mình cứ đọc 5 phút đi, hết 5 phút đọc thì mình cũng sẽ kết thúc bài học ngày hôm nay. Còn cái này là Chi có thể đưa cho Yến về nhà để Yến làm. Và thứ 5 mình sẽ gặp lại, được chưa?
I can't see the answer.
Okay.
Cái đáp án.
Right, the đáp án is on the next slide right here. Đáp án nó ở cái trang tiếp theo cơ. Vậy cho nên là mình sẽ phải đọc hết cái này đã, cứ đọc hiểu để đây Yến nhé.
Yes.
Rồi, bây giờ mình sẽ đọc hiểu trước, mình cứ đọc hiểu trước đi. Right, we still have 5 minutes. but we can do a lot of things in 5 minutes. Right, have you finished reading?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try. We still have 1 minute left, so let's try. Okay, so I have 3 answers on the screen. So, in your opinion, which is the best summary for the reading that you just read?
I think C.
C is the best answer. That's right, good job, đúng không? Hai câu trên không hợp lý bởi vì ở ngay từ đầu bài thì cái bài viết này nó đã đề cập đến việc mà mình phải nhìn mọi sự việc từ góc nhìn của thiếu niên nữa chứ không có nhìn mọi việc từ góc nhìn của phụ huynh không, đúng không?
Yeah.
Right, okay, thank you so much. So you have already found out the correct answer. That means no more homework for you then. Right.
Yes.
So in the next class, we will we will be continuing with the reading, and I hope that you have a great, hope that you have a great week awaited you.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so next week you cannot attend the class on Saturday, right? So let's change it to, no, not Saturday. Okay, you still attend the class on Saturday, but it's just moved to 4 p.m., right? 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, so class has 4 p.m. next Saturday, and on Thursday is still normal. Right, thank you so much. I will see you next time.
See you.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.